Welcome back to my channel. My name is Anitra. Follow me on Instagram by Anitra Baker. Hit that like and subscribe button. Today we're gonna do some Easter cake. It's gonna have some candy in the middle. Super fun for the kids and adults. If you don't wanna make it, order it. But I'm gonna show you guys how to make it today. So start off with vanilla cake. I use a 6-inch pan. I'll put the recipe below for my favorite vanilla cake. I will show that in another video. If you guys want to see how to make the vanilla cake, comment below. Or you guys can use box cake. So what we're gonna do first is level off our cakes. This is what I use to level them. As you guys can see, there's lines, which is measurements. So you wanna make sure, right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You wanna make sure it's the same on each side. Okay, it just makes the cake easy to level, like so. On a professional looking cake, you don't want the brown in there. Just take it down 2 knots. So next for our cake, what we're gonna do is make buttercream icing. What we use, there's butter in the bowl. Again, all the measurements for the ingredients I use is down below. So I'm gonna put butter, and this is lard, Crisco brand, whatever brand you use. You're gonna put those together. You can use a hand mixer if you don't have the stand, or you can whisk it together, but honestly, you know the whisk. You're gonna need those muscles. So we're gonna cream this together until it looks like about mayonnaise texture. Come get a hot shot of it. Mixing. You want it to look like mayo, so it's gonna be one color, very white, very fluffy. As you can see, it's whipped together, but there's still some clumps on the side. So you guys wanna always scrape your bowls. Scrape the edges in, get the bottom. You wanna make sure it's all incorporated. You don't want any lumps in your icing. That up again for maybe another 2 minutes. You just basically, again, wanna make sure everything is incorporated and there's no lumps. See, we're gonna add in our icing sugar. So this is basically a very fine sugar. Okay, and this one you wanna start on low speed so the sugar doesn't like fly in your face. So I would say mix it for another 5 minutes. We're gonna put a little bit of vanilla, I would say a teaspoon. Pour that in there. And the trick that I use to make my icing silky, smoother, it's not as thick when you bite it, is we're gonna add some boiled water, okay? So straight up the kettle, again, do not burn yourself, please don't burn yourself. Turn it off for this one, okay? Turn off the mixer. And pour, again, this will be probably a tablespoon of the boiled water. And what that does, it melts the sugar, it melts the butter. That's what's gonna give you that creamy, thin texture. And whip this on low speed until it's incorporated. You don't want it to splash up. As it's incorporated, you can turn it up higher, okay? And then we're gonna let that go for another 5 to 10 minutes. Okay guys, so next step is we need icing to fill our cakes. So the same icing we made, get a piping bag. If you don't have a piping bag, you can also use a Ziploc, like you know those Ziploc bags. Just get the big size, the freezer bags. So we're gonna fill this up. Okay, so it can come through. Meet me by the cake side. Okay, and for the middle cake, this is how magic happens, guys. We're gonna put a hole in it, okay? So use any cutter you have. If you don't have a cutter, you can use a glass. Oh, my cake is thick. Push that through, take it out. You can eat that later. So what we're gonna do is put a ring of icing around the edges. Okay, just like that. You don't wanna put any icing in the middle at this point. Then you're gonna put this on top. Get that view right there. So you see there's a hole, right? You're just gonna put all your favorite candies in there. I added a bag of nerds. Okay, you wanna make sure it's packed in there. Packed in there good. All right, and then we're gonna put some more icing on the top here, again, the edges. Seal this up. Okay, and then the next step is we're gonna ice this. So for beginners, you're gonna call this one a crumb coat. So what you're gonna do is we're gonna put the icing on the top, very thin layer of icing, and this is just gonna catch all the crumbs that fall off of the cake, okay? So I'm gonna clean up this space and I'll meet you guys back in 1 minute. So what you're gonna do is put a thin layer of icing on the cake. Always start with the top, okay? Put a little there. Use this offset knife, it has a bend in it just to make it easier. I'm just literally spinning the cake on the turntable. You're gonna see the cake through this one. Again, it's just a crumb coat, so you just wanna make sure you lock in all the crumbs at the cake. Okay, so with our leftover icing, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put some color in there. So you can use bowls, whatever you want. Honestly, with color, the darker the color, the bitter taste you get. So Easter, we use pastel colors anyway, so we're not gonna put too much food coloring, you'll be okay. But just remember, if you want like purples dark, reds dark, black, like they're gonna taste bitter. So I put 3 in here. There's still gonna be some white left over, keep that for now. Okay guys, so like I said, this one has a lot of steps. Like if you wanna be a baker, if you wanna get into cake decorating, this is definitely a good cake you guys can try out. If you want to order one, hit me up on Instagram. But the next step, after the cake's been chilled, what we're gonna do is now add some more white. This is gonna be the final coat. I'm gonna put some white on top. Like I said, we're gonna do watercolor technique. So you just wanna put a little bit of white. It doesn't have to be perfect. Kind of scattered around the cake, because then we're gonna add the other colors. Put that around. So I'm gonna put some more there. And while you guys are doing this, I also have the kettle boiling, so I'm gonna show you how to smooth out the icing for your final touch. I'm gonna take the pink next, and again, you just basically want to fill in any gaps you see. Put some pink right there. Right there. It looks super messy right now, I know, but like I said, when we scrape it, you're gonna get this nice, cool watercolor pastel effect. Okay, so you want your cake to look like this. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So the first time we're gonna go over it, you're just gonna basically put it to the size of your cake and drag your icing. Don't go too hard. Drag it, drag it. If you want to learn how to do fondant figures, like this video, comment what you want me to do. I have to do a whole video on fondant figures. Honestly, it takes time. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. You can find me on Instagram by Anitra Baker. Thanks for coming. See you next week.